Hi, Brett.
Hey, Alvin, how you going?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
That's good. Today, we're going to be talking about being confident as
Yeah.
a wedding photographer and wedding videographer.
Yes. As all you know, both Alvin and I are introverts. So confidence is not really, dealing with people is not really our strength.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the more experienced we are in the industry,
Mm.
confidence is going to be built up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I think there's a fine line between being confident and being arrogant.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, there's a fine
Yeah.
line there.
Oh, yeah.
Being arrogant is like, oh yeah, I've been in the industry for 10, 15 years. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know. But being confident is, like I've dealt with this kind of situation before, that situation before. Surely I should be able to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think arrogance, a lot of people, fortunately, I haven't worked with a lot of them, but a lot of stories from a few friends, vendors as well.
Mm.
They complain about arrogant photographers sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, they say they have a lot of experience, and who's this new person that's only been in the industry for a couple of months,
Mm.
and yeah, you can just tell straight away.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a term called fake it to make it. Say this newbie been in the industry for 3 months, 4 months, less than a year, right? And then they fake it.
Mm.
They think they can do it. I mean, I don't blame them.
Mm.
They can fake it, but can they deliver?
Mm. That's
Can they
amazing.
deliver the service, the products, the photos or videos? Surely they can. But the problem is if they cannot deliver what they promise, the product and service is in danger.
Yeah, that's where the problem is.
Yeah, that's the problem is.
Because, like I said, the couple are paying them. Couple are paying us to show up and deliver. And that's pretty much the main thing. Yeah.
That's right. When we introduce ourselves to the client, especially at the getting ready session, we knock on doors and then someone's going to be opening the door and say, hi, my name is Alvin, Brad.
Yeah.
And then say, hi, how are you going? Yeah. When we introduce ourselves, the next person is going to be looking at us and judging us. It's like, oh, this photographer, videographer is confident. They can tell straight away. We are knowledgeable enough to guide them throughout the day. If it was me 15 years ago, it's like I was so shy. I was not, it's like, hi, I'm Alvin, hello. Yeah, it's like, this guy is just not confident enough.
But at least you say hello.
Yeah.
I know a lot of vendors that just comes in, maybe introduced to the bride.
Yeah, yeah.
Like for us, we introduce to whoever opens the door, maybe the parents or bridesmaids. We get their names. Like we probably forget it halfway of the day, because there's too many people. But I think just introducing yourself to every single one of them, let them know that you're present. And I think it's just being sort of, I don't know, friendly in a way helps a lot. For me, I'm still not confident 100%. But, as long as we're having a good time, as long as they know I'm there to do my job, that's what matters,
Yeah. The tone of our voice as well. For example, when we do the photo shoot, as a photographer, I have to raise up my voice without, giving the impression of yelling, but rather than making a point. That is important as well.
Yeah.
Especially when I do big group photos. I learned long time ago, like if I stay quiet, it's like, hey everyone, look here, it's like, who's this? And then the other guy in the background would yell at me, oh, what are you saying? I have to speak, raise my voice a little bit, making a point, looking at the camera, that's part of being confident.
Directing the
Directing,
people.
posing the couple.
It's probably the biggest struggle I encountered.
Yeah. The problem is when we pose someone, we have to think like where to put the hands, look that way, look this way,
Look at the lights.
look at the lights, look away. We have to tell them in in kind of firm tone without being yelling and being bossy.
Yeah, because if you do stutter, then
Yeah.
it looks like you
Yeah.
don't know what to do,
Yeah.
and you're just winging it, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
it looks very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked with videographer a long time ago. When he was directing the couple, he was like, just stuttering, you know. It's like just stand there, you know. It's like, what is this guy doing?
I'd rather not speak if I'm gonna say just.
And then because he wasn't actually giving prompts to the couple,
Yeah.
of course the couple were like, you know, being natural, you know, just chatting and then look awkward kind of pose, you know. They weren't posing.
Yeah.
Just as a human being when they're being told to just doing nothing and maybe they're hunching their backs, you know, it just looks
But they're very stiff.
stiff,
Because
stiff couple, yeah.
like people should know they're not actors.
Of
They're
course,
not. They're not models.
Yeah,
They wouldn't know a thing to how to pose, especially grooms.
yeah,
Grooms hate photos. Direction of saying that, you know, as long as you have movements with your hands, if you want to touch each other's faces and, you know, shoulders and arms, you know, just do your thing. Yeah, and it will just come to them eventually. Yeah,
and sometimes telling jokes actually really helps as well.
yeah, we do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So yeah, sometimes when I tell jokes like when the groom's putting their hands a bit lower than the hips, it's like, oops, do it later tonight, guys. Do it later tonight. Yeah, up a bit higher.
We're too early.
A bit too early for that. I've got a question for you, Brad. So how do you maintain confidence when facing experienced competitors in the industry?
I think it depends on how much you value your work. If I value my work as, you know, very low, then my confidence would be low too. So there's a lot of new people out there. I'm not saying I'm that old in the wedding industry, but I built that confidence enough and shot a lot of weddings to sort of promote myself and tell couples that I've done, you know, more than 200, 300 weddings. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's more of I've done this much and you can see my work in my socials on my website, and that maintains the confidence for that. If I am starting out, I would just shoot for other companies first. Probably at least I get that confidence to shoot for myself.
Because it's kind of intimidating, you know, when we look at other competitors, followers on Instagram, Facebook, you know, it's like 10,000 followers, likers, followers on Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that. It's like, wow, this guy is
deal.
so big deal, you know, so experienced.
Yeah.
Vendors would put up their price, like the whole pricing on their website. You know, when we look at the price, oh wow, it's charging X amount of dollars. You know, a lot of followers. It's like I am nothing. You know, it's like looking at that. It's like kind of bring yourself down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for me, if I look at that, I would look at myself, look at my experience. If I'm in the position where I am good, like we have to affirm ourselves, like I am good, I am worth it. X amount of dollars, stick with it, and we have to be proud of it.
Yeah. I know a lot of competitors. I don't like the word competitors because I think of people as collaborators instead of competitors. But there are some people that are not willing to mingle with other sort of similar companies like wedding photography and videography.
Yeah.
Like we do. Like we're collaborating pretty much.
Yeah.
I know a lot of competitors, if they wanted to say it like that, they put down their price a lot. I always see it on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, 50% off.
Oh yes.
And from like say 7,000 to like 3,000 something. I think that is putting your value very low. So it depends on where you want to put yourself on that bracket.
Mm.
So yeah, of course, on a wedding day,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of pressure, a lot of
Yeah.
stress, especially for you. You do mainly photos.
Mm-hmm.
You're mainly in charge of pretty much the whole thing.
Mhm.
What happens? How do you handle self-doubt? Do you ever doubt yourself when on the wedding day itself?
Mm. Yeah. Yep.
And how do you deal with it?
Every time.
Mm.
I would take a deep breath and then just trust yourself
Mm.
because you've been doing it for years,
Mm.
and trust in your own skills and experience.
Mm.
I always focus one task at a time.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, I always print my timeline, right?
Mm.
So in the timeline, I always break it up into sections.
Mm.
If I shoot a full day wedding,
Yeah.
I always break it up to bride prep, groom prep, ceremony, family photos, photo session, reception,
Mm-hmm.
and then it is the thing that I love, home time. I always circle the home time.
Yeah. Like what time do I go?
Yeah. We finish at
Yeah.
9 p.m. Yeah, I always highlight that part. By looking at those, and of course there's timing there,
Mm-hmm.
from 10 to 11, you know, things like that. Mentally, when I look at that, it's like, okay, 10 to 11, there's something that you're looking forward to.
Mm.
It's like, okay, a beer break here and there. So mentally, it's like, okay, it's good. The next one.
Mm.
It's really good for my health,
Mm.
mental health
Yeah.
as well.
I think sort of it comes with experience as well.
Mm.
Having a system.
Mm.
So when you do bride prep, we introduce ourselves and then we ask for the details.
Yeah.
And then we shoot the details until like 15, 20 minutes.
Mm.
And yeah. And then after that,
Yeah.
list goes on.
Some photographers, they don't care about that.
Yeah.
They just say, yeah, we're given time from 10 to 11 or 10 to 11:30 or 12. It's like, okay, we'll just wing it. We'll just do whatever, shoot whatever, you know. I can't do that. I always, allow sometimes to do something, Otherwise, it's just difficult. If we just wing it, what happens if there's only 15 minutes for the photo session with the bride?
And the parents.
And the parents, we're screwed. We have nothing to shoot.
Yeah.
Whether if we have to leave at 11:30 or 12 o'clock, 5 minutes photo shoot, nothing. Yeah.
And you also have your alarm on your watch.
No. Yeah, of course.
So yeah, that tells you when you have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have a system. It helps you a lot not to miss any shots as well. So.
I also embrace imperfections. We can make plans, but they're just plans. Sometimes it doesn't work, and always go over time. Something is late, something is missing. I've done a wedding shoot a while ago. I was there at the ceremony spot, and then the groom forgot to bring the ring. The wedding rings. It's like, oh, okay. So what happened was that the groom needs to send someone to grab the rings back at the house. So that the ceremony was delayed about half an hour.
Right.
So, oh, yeah. It's not nice, but it's their day. We just have to embrace it.
There's no point stressing it.
Yeah.
It already happened. Someone has to go back
Yeah.
and get the rings
Yeah.
and come back to the ceremony.
And of course, by doing that, everything was running a bit late. Yeah.
But then again, there's nothing you can do about it. It
Of
has
course.
to happen.
Yeah.
And best we can do is just deal with it.
That's right. How can a photographer or a videographer use a body language to appear more confident while shooting?
I think as a wedding photographer, videographer, do as much research as you can if you're not confident enough. I don't know, go to Pinterest, go to YouTube. There's a lot of other people that does behind the scenes kind of videos. Try to copy them. Probably not the whole thing, but get some tips on how they actually talk to the couple.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know some photographers are like out there and they swear, and the couple's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the vibe of the couple.
Mm.
If they're more out there, it's much easier for us
Mm.
because we don't have to tell much. If they're already, lovey-dovey, touchy, they already know what to do, kind of thing. But if they're like introverted, like you and me, you have to direct them more.
Yeah.
So I think preparing for that, watching YouTube, look at Pinterest even, or even Google. There's a lot of wedding poses that you can copy. Yeah, I think that would build the confidence. And how you speak. So like you said,
Yeah.
how you speak is a big thing, a big factor.
Yeah.
Like don't just hide in the corner.
Yeah.
And, people, like the couple paid you to be there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think the way we stand as well. I think in a way, once we get the confident thing going, the client would know, and then they look at our photos and videos on the website and social medias. They would know straight away, like we are, confident, and we are worth that price.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question though, quickly, just to be on the same page. You've been in the industry longer than me. Getting scared or like having anxiety before the wedding day, do you still get it?
Absolutely. Getting butterfly in my stomach. Yeah, all the time.
So yeah. So that just tells you that every wedding is different. Every couple is going to be different. There's no same wedding that you're going to come in. Oh, it's like last week's. No, it doesn't happen. The weather's going to be different. The lighting's going to be different. So I think if you lose that anxiety, you don't get scared of shooting a wedding the next day again.
I'm gonna sell my cameras.
Yeah,
and lenses.
there's no point.
There's no point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're not looking forward to what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, if we shoot in the same venues, right? Same venues, same spots. Caversham House, we know where that is. At the stairs.
Yeah.
And photo shoot near the waterfall there, by the deck,
Yep.
anywhere. Yeah, we know the place by heart. The thing that makes it different is the couple. They have different personalities.
Yep.
When we interact with them, they interact differently. I'm confident enough to do the job, but I always feel anxious. Like what if I said the wrong thing? What if what if something happens? This and that. It's always something. Yeah.
Yeah, because you also have to factor where the couple, the emotions they're having on that day is different from different other days. So what if you trigger the bride or the groom? There's those things that you have to consider as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we shot a wedding, Caversham House, it was close to sunset. It was quite dark at the time, right? I was stressing out like, oof, it's getting dark, missing the sunset.
It's cloudy as well.
It's cloudy, yeah. It's like, we didn't have much photos of the couple. And it's stressing me a little bit. But thankfully with the new cameras and stuff, I can push the ISO a bit higher. So regardless of the dark and everything, I can just make it, make it look good. And then in the end, I still really deliver nice photos and videos. But things like that always, makes me a bit nervous and anxious when I do the job.
Yeah, because you're looking at the sun.
Yeah.
And you're watching the sun go down.
Yeah.
And at Caversham House, I think the sun goes past the...
The entrance there,
Yeah.
just behind there.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're still down the bottom bit,
Yeah.
it's going to be gone
Gone.
faster.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, a lot of things to factor when you shoot a wedding. Like I said, nothing's the same. Never is going to be the same. They have a lot of flowers during spring, summer. When it's a autumn or like winter kind of wedding, it's just what do you call this? Just branches.
Yeah. when I first started in this business, right? I've sold all my guitar equipments. A lady came to buy my guitar back in the day, and she was a photographer. I don't know if she's still doing wedding photography nowadays, but she asked me, it's like, why are you selling all these guitars? And then I said to her, I want to be a wedding photographer. I need the money to buy, cameras and lenses. I want to do wedding photography. And she went like, are you doing it for the money? It's like, yeah, it's good money, da da da. And she said to me, don't do it for the money. Do it because you like it, like you enjoy it.
Yeah.
At first, I thought like, what is she talking about?
Crazy.
She crazy? It's a good money, da, da, da. And then I realized if we only in it for the money, we're gonna burn out.
Yeah, we're not gonna last long.
Yeah, we have to care. That is the hardest bit.
Yeah.
The hardest part of doing wedding photography and videography. We have to care a lot about them. We have to put so much effort to the job, right? That's because I care. If I don't care, it's like, screw this. I'm leaving at 11. See ya, bye. Yeah.
Yeah, and also we, outside of the wedding day itself, we meet up with the clients. We sort out the timeline for them. So that's what I do with my couples too. I meet up with them. I do a rough timeline. This is how much we need. This is how much we need to travel and have this for bride prep, groom prep. And as long as we have enough time to set up at the ceremony. Like you've asked me so many times before, how much time do you need to set up at the ceremony? It's like
5 minutes.
all right. Yeah, because like my setup is I'm by myself, and my setup is not like the usual setup as other videographers that I know do, which they have 2 cameras, one in their hand and one on a tripod. I have 3 cameras, 2 on a tripod, and 1 with a gimbal, and having audio set up, backup audio as well set up. All those things factor in with the setup time. So when you asked me, I was like, I can probably do it in 10, 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay. As long as we get the shot with the bride putting her earrings on, the first look with the parents and all that, as long as we get those shots, those are very important to me.
Yeah.
If, like you said, if you don't care, you just leave at the proper time and set up, no stress.
Yeah.
People don't know that I stress inside.
Yeah.
Like I don't show it in my face. Like I'm always chill. Like every vendor that I've worked with say, "Why are you so chill?" I was like, "There's no stress. There's no point of stressing."
Yeah.
So yeah. So we do meet up with the clients, make sure there's enough time for us to get all the details, all the first look, all the self-portraits, and the travel time, set up, all that stuff. If we didn't care, just take their money, show up on the day. If anything happens, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, too bad. But for us, we care about the couples. We know what kind of shots they want to be included in the video and the photos. So we try to get it as much as we can.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. How do you cope with the fear of missing the shots?
In every job, I try to get my signature shots, especially during the getting ready session and then for the photo shoot. Family photos doesn't really matter as much in terms of posing because family is just taking photo of them standing. Yeah, like the usual formality stuff.
Yep.
But photo shoot session, I care so much. Getting ready, I've got my usual go-to getting ready session photos, right? Same thing with the photo session. Sometimes, during the photo shoot session, because of the lighting, the timing, I may have to skip a few poses. But I try not to overthink it. Due to whatever reason. For example, like
makeup is late.
Yeah, like in the getting ready session, oh, makeup's running late, da da da. And then I was like, oh, sorry, we have to skip the fixing the lipstick and the makeup because it's running late. We have to go, you have to get ready now to do the next one. You know, most of the brides, they would say, oh yeah, it's all right. We don't really care.
Yep.
You know, I just want photos of me having fun with the girls and photos by myself. They don't care as much, but I care. Yeah. You know, like when you have bruise on your hands, on your feet, and you have that little scab, it's itchy. Like you want to scratch it.
Yeah.
That kind of feeling is like, oh, I should have done that. that thing.
Yeah. Or I wish I had more time.
Yeah, I wish I had more time. You know. Ugh. Oh yeah, those kind of things.
Just to add on top of that, I think communication with the bride, especially the bride.
Yeah.
The groom doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't have a say anyway. But the bride, communication with the bride, you know, say what kind of photos or video did you want to be covered? Is there something that's on your priority list or like on the top of the list that you want? Say the first look with the parents, that's on the top of the list. So we can skip sort of, say the pajamas, wearing pajamas with the names at the back kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, they would prefer to have more of them dressed up as a photo shoot with the bridesmaids and I don't know, them with the parents. Yeah. So I think communication, asking the bride, what's your priority? What I think we don't have enough time to do this and this and this. So yeah, I think that helps.
Yeah. Communications.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask questions. Yeah. What techniques do you use to stay calm and confident when dealing with difficult clients?
Fortunately, I haven't had that many difficult clients. There's some here and there, but I think always going back to the contract is the main key because that's already been signed by myself and the couple. So my contract says you can't use any copyright songs, Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift even. And also giving out raw files. So there's a boundary there which I can go back to. There's a document there where I can go back to, which everyone signed, and it states in bold letters, it can't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you use copyright songs, you know, you get fines. It gets taken down by Meta. Like, you know.
Yeah. Facebook. Yeah. I think if we explain to them, they would understand. Because in general, like if I'm the groom, I would ask as many questions as possible, right? And what they're doing is just asking, right? And then hoping that, you know, that we can comply with them. But in reality, sometimes their question is difficult and we cannot do it. For example, like you mentioned about the songs, like the fact is if we use copyrighted materials, Facebook or Meta will take down the highlight film. Yeah, it's just the hard truth about it. Copyrighted materials. And then if we explain to them, they would understand, definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just have to be knowledgeable enough and confident when we're actually explaining to them.
And I think couples need to read their terms and conditions for every vendor.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. Like us, if I do get married, you know, I would read every single vendor's terms and conditions, which if I agree with or disagree with. If I don't agree with most of them, I'll find another vendor. You know, simple things.
Yeah.
But I think couples should read every single line of those because it's a wedding day.
That's
it's not like, you know, just a birthday party or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the usual question is, you know, can we get the raw photos? You know, thank you so much for the photos. They're lovely, but can I get the raw photos? It's just
it's an unending question.
We don't do that.
Yeah.
I always try, for me personally, if I try to explain it via email, it comes out differently. I always pick up the phone and explain it to them, like, having a chat
Yep.
rather than typing it. And then the tone, when I explain it to them, I was trying to be firm, but at the same time, not being arrogant, being bossy about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's really important. That's the key of explaining to them. Yeah, I always treat my clients like friends anyway. You're not being someone, like, oh, I'm the photographer. I shot your wedding. I've been doing this for a long time now. I don't do that.
Of course, every vendor has their own pricing.
Mm-hmm.
There's some lower ones, there's some mid, there's some high ones, there's extremely high ones.
Mm.
How do you maintain confidence enough to know that your pricing would just, staying in that market would give you a lot of jobs?
Research. A lot of research. Know your worth. And just be proud of what you have. If I like my stuff, if I enjoy editing the photos, I will love it, and then everyone will like it too. Of course, like if you raise the price, you'll not be getting a lot of jobs. That's how it is. If we put the price up there, you won't be getting as much jobs when you are down here. That's the hard truth. And then there will be someone like asking you for a lower rate, and we have to be confident with our pricing that high. We have to be willing to walk away. That is the hardest part.
Yep.
We are so tempted, right? And if we say, okay, our price is X amount, and then they'll say, oh, can you do specials? Yeah, percent to 20% discount. Like down here, it's like, I'm sorry, you're probably better off, going with this different photographer or videographer.
Yep.
So it's really difficult, like losing client, especially when you're not getting busy for a certain period amount of time. But it's okay. It's okay. I still can, manage to live and then spend my time with my families and other projects as well.
I think there's a market for everyone. There's a market for the starting out people. If the bride and groom just have that budget and they want to stick to that budget, go for it. If someone actually likes my work, they would actually pay for it. They wouldn't ask for a discount.
Yeah.
Someone likes your work, they would just pay for it straight up. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a market for every single vendor.
Absolutely.
If you think your worth is down here, or if you want to get more work, go for it. You'll definitely get more work. But the thing I realized is putting your price down, because I was starting out at one point. I'm sure you know this too. But starting out at one point, you lower everything. You lower your price. It lowers your value, like I said. And the couples that you get don't care about you. So that's a major thing. If they don't care about what you do with your work, they're not going to be happy. They just want someone to take photos.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be happy with the end product. You might have more problems. It's like, can you do this? Can you Photoshop this? Can you Photoshop that? It's going to lower your value. And it's just going to be more painful for your business. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We are photographer and videographer, not camera operators. Yeah, because camera operators is anyone can just press the button
It's different.
and then, take photos or, record the footage.
We have our own style.
Fine, yeah.
We have
Difference.
our own. We have our own style. We have our own edits. How we do it. A lot of photographers can just be photographers, but the way we do things is different.
Yeah.
That's how we stand out from other vendors. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I edit video is different than when you edit the video. Completely different.
Painful.
Yeah. So remember, guys, confidence comes with experience and self-belief.
100%.
That's it. So trust in your skills.
Know your worth.
Yeah, know your worth. Yeah, your confidence will improve your work, and the clients will go to you. Yeah, go to us.
Or go to us.
All right, Brett. It's been an awesome one.
Thank you, Alvin, for another one.
I'm Alvin
I'm Brad.
and Brett signing off.
Thank you.
Bye. See you next week.